Underdog Daily with the Badge Bros, Jon and Nez, hanging out. Black and Yellow Dog app, platform of the people. Brand new contests up in the lobby. Kind of evergreen at this point. Just cooking this week with contest after contest. We got a pug in there. We got a Mastiff in there. Unbelievable stuff. Going to be hopping into probably not the 1K streets on stream here. So probably the $12 streets on stream there. Nesbo, what's good, my friend?
Oh, not much, man. That Mastiff is really interesting. That is a big change from how they handled the Mastiff every year that they've had it before this. And I think they made really, really good changes to the Mastiff by doing what they did. I love the format. Like, it's not something that I'll play unless I go nuts on this MLB slate, before on a MLB slate before the season starts. But like, that's the way you do a 1K to enter tournament. Like, don't do 20K to first,
Right.
like, do it like this. This is good.
Yeah, good shouts there. Let's actually take a peek at it right now. A little segue to what's on the platform here. 1K contest, 240 entrants. Go to that 30-second clock because it's a higher dollar tournament. 3 out of 12, 2 out of 6, 2 out of 4, and then a 10-seat final. And then, as you alluded to, last year was, way flatter than this. And it was like you were 20xing your money. Now you're 50xing your money with this first place prize pool.
Yeah, great improvements, in my opinion. I just think that's what the people that want, who are playing these high stakes, right? They want it to, this is what they're looking for. So good work.
Yeah, I think that's a sharp point, dude. It's like, if you're playing this stake limit and you have a role to do this, you like the structure doesn't have to change. You're moving up in tandem with the dollar amount because the people are thinking the same way as if it was 100, because 1,000 to them is 100 to others, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they still want that payoff at the end. The previous one with only like 20xing your money to first is kind of like a low stakes grinder made this structure because they think $1,000 is a lot of money. Whereas the people playing this are like, no, we draft $1,000 drafts all the time.
Yeah. Like, we are fully ready to lose this money. Like, as opposed to the prior formats, which are like, I'm spending this, like, man, I'd really like to have a little something back. Like, I don't really want to lose. So yeah, really good format.
Yeah, very cool. Good stuff there. Anything to say on the Pug here? Pug 2, same as Pug 1, I believe. I'm not noticing any changes. 2 out of 12, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5, 62 final, 20-second clocks, 9,300, 3 max for that $12 price point. I've said it a million times. Some of my favorite contests on the site are like these, 3 max, 5 max, 10 max styles.
Yeah, I had a buddy ask me who he's like not doing BBMs, or at least he's done with his BBMs, and he's like, "Hey, Pug 2 just dropped. Do I like? I should max this, right?" I'm like, absolutely. Like, if you want to draft and you want to maximize your EV in these tournaments, yeah, absolutely, max a Pug. Great format. These low entry, max entry contests are absolutely where it's at if you're looking to realize your edge quicker. This is a great way to do it. Me personally, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get in here, but we'll see.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, add them to the slow draft, the slow draft heaven, aka hell landscape right now. Slow drafts are pivoting to 4-hour picks very soon, today, this afternoon, something like that.
In like 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. Yeah, so one of the big announcements we needed up front here, guys, is be mindful when you're entering your slows or how many slows you got, that everything's getting cut in half tonight as we do this last kind of 2-week sprint to the finish line for NFL BBM best ball season.
It's going to get sweaty. I'm trying to keep my queue as clear as possible.
Yep.
I think I'm at a pretty good spot to where I won't be overwhelmed by the clocks. Most of my eliminators are finishing up, which is great. I think I'm going to be in a pretty good spot.
I think also with like eliminators and stuff, like finishing up, doing like slow BBMs or slow puppies or slow whatever, at least they're all the same format. One thing that's really tripping me up right now is like doing like phone draft picks and not having like the sidekick up or something like that, and being right, this is weekly winners, and like opposed to just like auto clicking like my stacked quarterback or whatever, like being really cognizant of which format this is every single time.
Yeah, my thing when I'm on the phone, I enter a lobby and I immediately hit the information icon just to like double check that I didn't like fat finger the wrong lobby to make sure I'm where I think I'm in. And then, yeah. So it does take a little bit more mental capacity.
Yeah.
When you're on the phone.
That's a good little ninth green at 9 secret of the pros there to click that information tab once you pop in. That's sharp, dude. That's something I don't do. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Nez, we're gonna start the show the same way we ended last one there. I see my guy in here, Sanjay Rich. We got to give one final shout out to our guy there.
Oh, yeah.
This beautiful ass pick'em yesterday. The 5000X, unbelievable stuff, and then drops off 100 Badge Bros memberships at our doorstep yesterday in 20 increments there. Very, very cool stuff. Truly iconic show from yesterday. Go back and check that out. Put a couple timestamps in there because our reactions are priceless, but also the vibes in the community and shit are priceless at the same time. So one final shout out to our guy there. Unbelievable stuff. If you were a recipient of one of those badges, say thank you in the chat, say thank you in the comments below. There were a couple dropped last night after the show there. You're going to be able to make good on it right away this weekend with tomorrow is going to be a badges only show for the baseball slate. We're going to have a full baseball slate breakdown. Nez is going to bring you badges only tomorrow with that. And then you guys are going to get the Solver Series video earlier than everybody else on the weekends here. So, yeah, immediate dividends for those who were recipients of the badges.
Yeah, I can't thank my guy Sanjay enough. Yesterday was so epic. That was sick, and yeah, we'll make sure to do right by you new members this weekend.
Absolutely. There's a couple other things in the hopper here. We did have that marathon promotion the other day. The Underdog Drafts is running a sprint promotion. Exact same structure, up to 10 drafts in which you can do, but for every 5 you do, you get 1 free. So if you do a set of 5 of these, $100, you get 20 in bonus cash back. So it's basically, you pay for 5, but you get the entry fee back for 1 of them, and you can do it twice. So you can do it basically buy 10 drafts, and then you're going to get bonus credit back for 2 of those 10. So you're effectively only paying for 8 drafts.
We get new contests every day this week, and we get promos. I mean, come on.
Boys are living.
Come on. What else you got? What else you got, Numi?
Boys are living. What else I got, Nez, is a couple other things here. Pete, did a little retweet this morning here, and new collab with the Badge Bros dropping soon, dropping on Tuesday there. So we have a hard date for when things are going to launch, and that's going to be Tuesday. So going to do that in tandem with Off and On the Clock. Going to be a fun day.
Just gonna have to wait and see, man. Gonna be.
Just wait and see.
No, I'm super stoked. Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait for Tuesday. Gonna be good.
Very good. Here we go. Will Rush, our guy, dropping off 20 at our door here. My dream is to be Sanjay Rich. My dream is to be Sanjay Rich as well, my friend. Unbelievable stuff. Thank you so much for the kind donation there. You've had some great success in the MLB streets this season. Speaking of which, Nez, back to the platform here. Take a little look at last night's results here. Dodgers chalk fell flat on its face. Tanner Gordon is the resurgence of I don't know who was a good right-handed pitcher who's
like a Dodger killer. Like, wasn't Gallen like a Dodger killer for a minute?
Ooh, there we go. There we go.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Gallen. There we go. Let's go with Gallen here. Got 19 of them in there. Did absolutely nothing with them. Shout out to our guy, Ricky. Haven't seen him in the chat recently, but we know he's always around. Member of the community as well there. He went with that Gavin Sheets 0.45%. Scrolled the fuck down. I love to see it. Gavin Sheets through and through, my guy. And he made good on it. We talked about it on the show yesterday, Nez. Those lefties, how they're not playing O'Hearn and Sheets back to back together enough. And what happens here? This San Diego stack gets home.
I mean, we were dialed yesterday. I mean, I know you went. I know you struck out, but I was sitting real pretty for a minute there, man, until the Gavin Sheets double dong happened, and then another player. I think it was I forget who it was. A high-owned guy, like meaningless home run, really grinded my gears. I was having a really nice night. Ended up, nice and profitable still, but I was really I was counting my chickens big time.
Famous last words. Prematurely counting the chickens. We talked about how
this lineup is sick too.
Yeah, this lineup is great, man. All 5 one-offs of crazy variety out here from Nez. Didn't have Vinny P in it, which was shocking because that was a nice home run pick'em call by us. Almost got 3 slips home because we're 3 entries home. There with the Vinny P one, but nobody else could homer alongside him. But we talked about Waldrop being a really nice pick there. We liked that next tier better than the Jacob Miz tier. So that aged quite well. And then, you're truly sick, man. 5 one-offs in this one. Trent Grisham with the double dong. Yeah.
I think what happened here, John, is I did like all auto drafts yesterday. I was in the middle of shifting around ranks as I was launching a new batch of drafts. And so this got like that back end of players. Like I was probably in the middle of doing like a Twins team, I think.
Okay.
And then I ran out of like spots for Cody Clemens and then was probably starting my Yankees drafts. I would guess.
That's funny. Oh man, the pitfalls there. Shout out to Jay Baconators up here. Aran 69-1, 691, I guess. Sam Olson, Evergreen, and then Will Rush. There you go. Tied for 5th and tied with himself for 5th there. 2 big ones up there. The cheese ball, not to be forgotten, is up here as well. Falco, Spartacus, man. This TC Spartacus making some noise back-to-back nights here.
How about that? Yeah. Nice lineups too.
Yeah, Will Rush up here again. Shilly's up here. Brad's up here. Cam Hurst. Yeah, man, a who's who of the community. Love to see it, including our boy Nez. Great stuff. Yeah, great lineup from Ricky. That's a sick lineup. That's that's probably one of my favorite winning lineups I've seen in a long time.
That's so sick. Who was the swap? Did we see?
Junior Caminaro swapped out for Xander Bogaerts. So it was a 4-man Slam Diego without Tatis and using Teoscar in Tatis's spot and then Waldrop as the SP1.
That's beautiful. Shout out Ricky.
Well played, M. Wald. Well played. Yeah, shout out Ricky for sure. There. Tate suggesting Sandy might be fully back. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Nobody wanted to trade for him at the deadline after a couple good starts there, and then he just keeps cooking.
I don't know what to believe. I don't know, man. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't.
Yeah. We haven't had to deal with that decision in a while because they're one of those teams that plays like so many of those home games at 6:45, so they're not on the main slate to care about. We haven't had to make the decision.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. They're one of those weird ones.
Yeah. Neds, let's move on over. Let me filibust a second here just to get my ducks in a row. I got all these tabs open, but the one in which I forgot was the beautiful unabated interface here. Just to talk about the slate. We got 3 new series today, man. Short slate, obviously. 20K prize pool for this one, so a little bit smaller than usual. There was a daytime diamond, which your boy did not wake up in time for there, but looked like a decently fun slate to chase the Dodgers dream for a fourth consecutive day there. But yeah, dude, we got some interesting stuff on this slate. We got 3 brand new series. We got the Red Sox and Baltimore, who played each other previously, did not play on Wednesday. So there's some carryover Q tags that we're not really sure what's going to happen. Willer Abreu, Adley Rutschman, who got lifted in the Monday game, late scratched in the Tuesday game. Jordan Westberg, who got lifted in the Monday game with an ankle and didn't play the Tuesday game. So 2 interesting Q tags. What's going to happen there with those 2 coming off of not playing yesterday? And then the Rays start a new series at home after, losing that extra innings game to the Yankees there. And then Yankees Bo Sox for the weekend series, just a classic rivalry where you get that Saturday afternoon Fox game that everybody tunes into.
Yeah, those are always interesting ones. Yeah, I don't really like. This is a weird slate. This is a pretty weird slate, man. First thought was, Yankees, because that's just where I go these days. Is Yankees against righties with all those lefties was what I was looking at to start. Luis Gil, he hasn't been back long, right?
This is 4th start back this evening. So he, I think it was like 70-ish pitches in his first one, then 90, then 80, something like that. He got dotted the first one at Miami, I think it was, if memory serves. Let me just pull it up so I'm not just bullshitting around. Luis Gil's 4 start back, 77, 91, and 83. 7 Ks against that Houston lineup there, like good righty matchup for him. Cards, not as great, but it was a really warm day. That one, it was like 90 something degrees at Busch, and they got a decent amount of lefties in that lineup now that Newt Barr's back and stuff like that. So I like Luis Gil, former Rookie of the Year last year. We waited all season for him to come back here. Big boost to the Yankees rotation here, and he's SP2 on the slate.
Yeah, his ADP is pretty high, so like I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing with him right now. Mm-hmm. I definitely don't love him. I know that much. Yeah, I definitely don't love him today.
I mean, it's hard to kind of love a ton of pitching on this slate, but I do think they're the first 2 stand out considerably more than the rest of the group today.
Yeah. I think the other guy I'm looking at is your boy. Jesus. What? Costanza today.
Jason Alexander, George? Big George over here? Can't stand ya.
I like Costanza today.
Yeah? Okay. I don't mind it. I mean, it's going to be like a classic, 3 games, only 6 teams to choose from. Don't stack against your own pitcher, mix and match. Like, it's one of those classic, like, primetime Palooza-esque slates. Kind of buried the lead, though, Nez. I did mention it on the paywall stream, and I think I mentioned it yesterday. But, we're dealing with ADP in 4-person lobbies for the first time. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a big wrinkle. Yet to be seen, like, how that manifests itself. I think it obviously kind of hurts the edge of the sharper players, right?
Yes and no. I mean, it does. But I think what happens on a slate like this now is ownership's going to be way more condensed toward the top with ADP than it previously was. People are going to be a little scared to pivot off of ADP. Back in the day, people would just go all willy-nilly with just projection, right? They wouldn't care. They'd just be like, oh, I can go any way. I can choose my own adventure. It's only 3 games, like that sort of thing. I think ADP has this anchoring, effect and biases that the front end of guys Judge and the majority of the Yankees should be drafted at 100% frequency, probably even if there wasn't ADP. But I think it's like a damn certainty now.
Yeah. I guess it all kind of depends on the order that they're in. I guess it's probably negligible the more I think about it, because if you're somebody that cares about ownership, you have a hell of an easier time projecting ownership now.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I respect that. Let's go back to the macros of the slate here. I got a couple things in the chat here. This made me chuckle. Whiteout just comes in. He goes, "I know your secret, Nez." Jonathan Taylor.
Do you want to? Are we going to talk about that contest after the baseball?
The eliminator stuff, or what are you talking about?
First quarter.
Oh, first quarter? Yeah, we could talk about it.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor's
that contest is crazy.
Okay.
That
All right, yeah,
we'll
talk
crazy.
about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll do a little segment on that one. We drafted it yesterday. Might not going to do another draft of that because they are, considerably longer. But we'll talk about it. Then we can do one of the short ones of the pick six variety, and then we can do a pug or something like that. Set it all up like that. Ho Hums is having a difficult time with a little bit of the depositing stuff. Brett, and or I see Brett's in the chat. Brett, can you answer some of these questions for our guy here? I don't know if this is I know we were working on like the depositing tab. What was that? Like 3 or 4 days ago? There
were some issues then.
Yeah. So let's get that one ironed out for our guy here. See what's up. Okay, Nez, back to the macro here. I mean, we're dealing with 8.5 by way of the run totals here. On the weather front, this Baltimore game, winds blowing in Baltimore and only 75 degrees, winds blowing in Fenway coming off the monster and only 72 degrees. And then you get slight winds blowing out at the small ballpark that's only 86 degrees. The first team in which I built today was a Cardinals team. I'm not in love with playing the Cardinals in general. And it's just in a vacuum, I don't love playing the Cardinals. Let's leave it at that. But in this ballpark, huge ballpark upgrade for them. And there's like not a lot of pitching I want to attack like that heavily, that I'm like pretty happy going at what the hell's his name? Blanking.
Joe
now.
Boyle.
Joe Boyle. So Joe Boyle, classic throw hard, hit hard guy that had some success with Oakland there in the ballpark. He's when it was a large ballpark. Yeah. So Joe
Boyle was an interesting prospect. I think we were all pretty excited that he got to Tampa because we thought that like they just have the Midas touch and can fix everybody. He's had quite a few outings, and so far he's same old Joe. He walks a lot of guys. He gets hit pretty hard. It's a sporadic little contact profile. Like you said, Cardinals are typically not a team that we like on any slate, anytime, any place. This is different. So yeah, I like him. I like him here against old Joe quite a bit.
Yeah. Let's shelf that for 1 second here. Got to hit our guy, the cheese ball. We saw him up in the top 10 there, dropping off $20 at the doorstep. Mad love. Cheese ball Corey is always rolling through, even when he was on vacation in Maui.
I know, dude.
Still rolling through to say what up in the chat. Truly one of the sickest in the Badge Brigade here. Sending some love to Nez and the Vinny P call from last night. Love that so much.
Dude, every day Vinny P is on the slate against a righty, you just fucking take them. It's just, these games don't have to be hard.
No, I love that so much. These games don't have to be hard. Play fucking Vinny P versus righties.
Try it. You might like it.
Mad respect, Corey. Thank you so much. Yes, unfortunately, you cannot gift memberships on iPhone from the YouTube app. There's some, it's a PC only kind of thing. You got to do it from the web browser. I know it's annoying. It's annoying for all parties involved, but mad respect and much appreciation there. Okay, Nez, back to the run totals on the slate here. The S words over at the ballpark, pal, giving the Baltimore Orioles the highest of the slate here. But as you can see, almost everybody is north of 425 today, or everyone is north of 425, and they're all quite clustered. Just leading, kind of confirming our priors that it is a little bit choose your own adventure and find some narratives here.
Yeah, no, it's 100% choose your own adventure today. Rays against Sonny Gray, checking out as probably my least favorite play. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know about that Oriole. Like I would, if you were to ask me who I think is going to score the most runs today, I probably wouldn't choose the Orioles. So that is interesting. But it's a small slate, and if you're playing a volume, you're going to have a little bit of everybody. So yes. I can understand that at least.
One entry, one single silver bullet today, Nez, encompassing everything, encompassing ownership and leverage and current ADPs. Whom are you stacking?
Probably Red Sox.
Okay. Just relative to what everybody else is doing and the fact that Luis Gil's drafted 25% of the time, so every single draft.
Yeah, Roman Anthony, Jarren Duran stack looks fun. If we can get Willier in the lineup, that would be ideal as well. Otherwise, you want the cheekiest play of all time, little Nathaniel Lowe in this lineup, bro. Woo! They told Abraham Toro to hit the road.
Yeah,
they said we're good. Nathaniel Lowe's here.
He's been paying dividends too the last couple games here. He homered. What was it on Tuesday's game? There, he wasn't in our player pool on Tuesday, but yeah,
I like it.
I like it too, man. That's a good shout. That is a fun little shout right there. Actually, that kind of jogs my memory here to see if we have the rookies in the player pool for Baltimore. We do not yet. Okay. All right.
I don't know their names. One's a third baseman, right?
Yeah, one's a catcher. Yeah, Kobe Mayo's probably been playing the majority of third base there, but the catcher, Sam Basallo.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of. He's a big kid. He's a catcher. Yeah, I thought. Did he play any other position? I guess not.
No, he I think it's catcher. I think it's like because he hit for Alex Jackson the other night, and he played for Rutschman the other day, like when he made his debut. And then the other guy's Dylan Biebers, who's like a left-handed outfielder.
Okay,
but they're not in there yet. More just to point out that if you're stacking Baltimore and the Q tags don't break the right way for us, so Westberg sits and Rutschman sit again, you're not going to have clean swaps or replacements for them.
Yeah, hopefully Basallo chills and we can keep him under the radar by the time we're able to draft him. He's nice.
Yeah, he hit one off the top of the monster the other day, opposite field, double there. I think it was his first big league hit, and it was like opposite field double. Ball was tagged too.
Dude, he's big.
Yeah, he is.
He looked like left-handed Manny Machado. I was like, holy shit, who is this guy?
That's rare for a catcher to be like that size.
Yeah, I know. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with all that?
Love the scroll the F down Nathaniel Lowe shout. He's a little bit buried in that lineup. He's hit like 7 and 8 most recently, but never know if Wheeler's not in there or they want to flip him with Yoshida. Yoshida's hitting 5th like every single day here, and it's kind of like, all right, I guess. I liked Jesus Sanchez was my first scroll the F down there. Not a huge Brandon Young believer despite recent results. So I scrolled to a little Jesus Sanchez there. Just thinking out loud here, kind of like if I was to answer the same question as you, gun to my head, I think I would go to the Cardinals as like a mini stack, like a 3 stack, if I was just playing one bullet today. But that has more to do with like leverage and ballpark and their ADPs than it does that they're like my favorite stack or favorite plays.
Yeah, they're always just such a pain in the ass to build because you get like, unless you're drafting Jordan Walker, you only have
Yeah.
one outfielder to draft from them, which is
Yeah, you
just
get
like,
19 infielders to choose from. Lars Nootbaar presumably leading off today, though, so that's a nice piece that has outfield eligibility.
yeah, that's always nice. Man, who's the other? Nathan. They have Nathan Church playing right field today. Not that we would draft him, but
Yeah, I'm not even sure he's in the pool. Yeah, he's not in the pool.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is a tough stack, and it's like kind of just choosing 3 of these infielders or 2 of these infielders plus Nootbaar.
Yeah, like I just do not like drafting the Cardinals.
Grill Belichick checking in for us. Willard just moved to the IL. Thank you for that. So there goes one of the Q tags that we were thinking about today. So yeah, in terms of like lineup from them that we could expect, that means, Anthony Duran, Yoshida, and Sedan Rafaela probably like really secure. Like those 4 all have outfield eligibility on our site and will be in there. That's probably bullish for Nathaniel Lowe moving up in the lineup.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
You take Willier out of the 6 hole.
Yep.
They love doing the left, right, left bullshit, but yeah, I'd say you put. I think Lowe replaces him. Maybe Lowe even bats 5th.
Yeah, that's a nice scroll, dude. Good shouts. Good
Love
shouts. Yeah. You probably get Romy in there too then now, even though it's righty-righty. Like he's been doing a little bit of righty-righty stuff. And then you get one of Wong or Narvaez. Nate Eaton back with the team here. Remember Nate Eaton?
Dude.
Week? Remember Nate Eaton week last year? Holy shit. Everyone played the shit out of Nate Eaton. He was
stealing, he had like a top 10 ADP.
Dude, he was stealing bags like nobody's business. Like he was hitting doubles and then stealing third. I vividly remember being like, we can't play Nate Eaton. Like this is insane, this ADP. And then he just goes lead off double and steals third. And I was like, fuck me, man. Like I vividly remember that show.
I had like PTSD seeing that name in my app. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Lead off Nate Eaton. Oh my God.
Ooh, we got Grill Belichick with a slappy take here for the Sox. Carlos Novares revenge. Big hits earlier this year versus the Yanks. All right.
I remember those.
Yeah. That monster was built for his swing. All right, Nez, let's rank out the pitchers and then talk about Cardi's pitchers and then rip one of these because there's not a ton to say outside of, just looking at the totals and that sort of deal. We could check out the Ballpark Pals home run zone too. I found it quite surprising that Yankee Stadium was playing up a bit compared to Steinbrenner. I thought Steinbrenner would be like the best home run park on the slate, but this kind of goes with what you were saying there that makes some of those left-handed Bo Sox hitters way more interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was I going to look for?
Oh, good. Pryor's being confirmed with Jesus Sanchez kind of popping for them too. So I like that.
Well, it's interesting that they've got Steinbrenner Field with the major home run effect increase.
Okay. In the park factors?
Mm-hmm. And I guess they just expect Giolito to get ready to learn lefty Yankees, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Giolito's been like not bad recently. Like he's definitely come around. Like he's been what they wanted Walker Buehler to be. Like those two is kind of interesting. Like career arc. Like those two are like quite similar. And it's interesting to note that like Giolito's the one who's outperforming right now, not Buehler, because at the beginning of the season, I probably would have bet it the other way.
I think I would have too.
Yeah.
He's just been getting destroyed by lefties. So Didn't he used to have like a nasty changeup? Whatever happened to that?
Dude, yeah. What did happen to that? Yeah, he was
clearly ain't doing. There's nothing doing now. Like, what is that coming in like? Just is it spinning too much?
Yeah, I don't know. His calling card was changeup, though. You're right. That was his calling card back in the day when he was like a highly touted prospect for both the Nationals and the White Sox.
Yeah. But anyways, we are ranking pitchers now, right? That was the goal, and then I derailed us. Okay.
We're good.
So cost adjusted. Are we doing cost adjusted or just in a vacuum?
Let's rank them in a vacuum, and then we can have the cost adjusted conversation.
All right. In a vacuum, Sonny Gray, Luis Hill.
Agreed.
Costanza.
Can't stand you.
Brandon Young, because I mean, why not? The dude just had a damn near perfect game. I mean, dare him to do it again with good pitching weather, right? I'm pretty sure decent pitching weather.
Yeah, interesting wrinkle that performance did come against that exact same team in the Astros. So you can read it two ways. Normally, we don't love to play a starter again after they've just seen him, but he had such success last time. Why can't he run it back again? Kind of deal. So you can look at that two ways, right?
Yeah, and then Joe Boyle and Giolito.
Okay, so interesting dynamic today. Now that we have ADP, now that we know, kind of what the ownership thresholds are. Is there any interest to being over the field these double bubble spots for, in particular, Giolito?
I think it makes sense.
Okay.
It definitely makes sense because I think ranking a picture today is just like a fool's errand.
Sure. Yeah.
I think Sonny Gray is one of the worst picks I've seen in a long time.
All right.
I don't agree with the 2.6 ADP for Sonny Gray at all. I don't.
You don't think he separates enough?
No, I don't. Could be wrong. Maybe he puts up 18 points, but yeah, I don't see the risk reward there at all, personally.
Okay, cool. I mean, Cardi's going to agree with you, man. I'm just pulling that up right now. Sonny Gray, obviously scoring, not directly transferable. We give the caveat every single time there. Sonny Gray, 15.58. Luis Hill, 14.41. Giolito, 13.12. Brandon Young, 12.5. This is looking very similar to yesterday, where it's like it's just all flat and all across the board. Like Joe Boyle, 12.13. Like, just don't stack against yourself. Mix it in. Interesting to note, Jason Alexander, his least favorite of the bunch, with an 8.7, which is quite stark. Yeah.
So that checks out for Cardi and Ballpark Pal, huh?
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, I understand, but for us, we have to draft somebody.
Right.
I do like Joe Boyle though.
Okay. Actually, Joe Boyle reminds me of Joey Estes because they were teammates and had the same name, and nothing similar about them as whatever. But when you said Joe Boyle earlier, I had to get this off my chest. Did you see the suspension for Victor Robles?
Well, the suspension or the act?
Well, all of it. Yeah. Did you see the whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah, because to fill people in, he's been hit multiple times in his career and led to being on the IL. And then he's on a rehab assignment coming back here, and he's been hit like 4 times or something like that. And then he launched his bat at Joey Estes, who hit him in the most recent one. And Joey Estes was a guy who hit him 5 days ago before that. I don't know. John Boy had a full breakdown of it, and it was pretty good. But I just saw that come across the timeline yesterday, and I was like, holy shit, this is just adding to the allure of who Victor Robles is. Like the tale that we're gonna tell one day with guys naming dudes of Victor Robles is gonna be like, you guys not gonna believe this. He was the cream of the crop, Jurickson Profar level 101 fantasy prospect, like blah blah blah. And just go down that rabbit hole talking guys naming dudes.
I know. I feel like he was deserved in his response, given all that context. Like I was like, oh, okay,
the same way, man. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's quit fucking with him. Like,
I'm not. I'm not going to advocate for guys throwing bats at dudes, but like he had a
No.
lot of good reasons to be pissed.
Yeah, I think given all that, yeah, I think he maybe had a reason to be super, super fucking mad.
Yeah. Nez, I will just ask for some of your favorite like scrolls and or one-offs. The Nathaniel Lowe one you already shouted out there. I shouted out the Jesus Sanchez was like kind of my scroll pick to click. I like Cardinals a little bit more than the field. All the hashtag models like Baltimore today. You said lefties in particular, Yankees lefties, but lefties at Yankee Stadium in general. You like that Boston stack a lot there. Anything else to kind of say, or is that a good synopsis?
No, that's a pretty good synopsis. And then I think giving some major credence to Steinbrenner Field as well.
Yeah.
And then probably just like, I don't know, man. For my intents and purposes, I'm probably not getting to the Orioles or Astros today. Like I'm just gonna have to like make a decision, make some tough choices, and I'll probably just be full fading that game because I'm gonna be looking at the pitching from that game. And the bats don't necessarily intrigue me a lot. And because I just think that those other 4 teams are worth targeting so much more.
Yeah,
Jesus
like
Christ.
it. Obviously the lefties at I don't know what they call it anymore now that it's not Camden Yards, but the lefties in Baltimore obviously play up better. But we might have some good news in terms of your Baltimore fade break in our favor with no Westberg, no Adley, and then nobody can draft like 3 other guys in the player pool. So the only guys you're fading to score runs on this slate would be like Gunnar and like 3 other guys or 4 other draftable guys, including like Dylan Carlson and Colton Cowser, like that sort of thing. So you turn that game into like only a 3 fade within our contest. It's not as scary.
No, but anytime you evoke the name of Dylan Carlson, he always homers. So
yeah.
So he's going to homer now. So
now he's going to have to.
Yeah. I mean, you said it, so it's going to happen.
I ruined that for everyone.
Well, we can play him in the pick'em lobbies, I guess.
Here we go. Stanton, we talked about how he got the rest day yesterday, so presuming he'll be back in here. He pinch hit in the latter half of that ball game and hit an absolute nuke. So did Austin Wells. Austin Wells homered twice yesterday, so presume that they'll find a way to get him back in the lineup today. Nez jumping in here. These are going to be rapid fast. They're only 4-person drafts here. Snap, Bill. Let's go. The Act. We're just going to refer to it as the Act. Oh, look at the Nez is in here with his robots. What a
Let's go. Let's go. Good luck, man.
Yeah. Luke Close is in here, and Awin is in here alongside us.
Wow.
I imagine even though Aaron Judge isn't left-handed, we just love Aaron Judge in general.
Nope.
Giolito struggles with everyone.
Nope, got to be lefty.
Got it. Okay.
Yep, have to. No, I think you would go ahead and take Aaron Judge here. Literally who else would you take?
Yeah, it's one of those slates, man. It's one of those slates where it's just you want to gobble up as much of the best projecting hitter on the slate when you can, kind of thing, because the rest of the way, like after Judge goes, you could choose anybody of the next 10, and I wouldn't fault you pending on how you're setting up your lineup.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'll go ahead and take Aaron Judge here. We'll see what Luke does, and then we'll see what Nez's robots do. He goes for that Sonny Gray price tag that you don't like. Nez starts snapping up our Yankees.
I think you're going to see a lot of pinstripes. I would bet you are going to see a lot of, unless Awin. Oh, yeah. So he goes Rowan, Stanton. There we go.
Belly goes there. Interesting.
Jeez.
Dern goes there. I think I'm going to be the contrarian Baltimore guy here in this situation, and I'm just going to take the top 2 here and then figure it out. I do think, like, from a talent standpoint, there is a little bit of a break at both starting pitcher and after Gunnar Henderson. So I'm going to take those 2 there, and then maybe I'll get a contrarian 3 stack to go with this, or maybe I'll start scrolling within these teams.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I would probably tack on another Oriole for sure, at least one, and then yeah, because I just think you're not gonna have a lot of Yankees left.
Oh no, all the Yankees just got drafted there. You're taking Junior Caminero there. We got this Boston set up here. Yeah, I guess Jackson Holiday with the handedness looks the most enticing, just given that everybody else.
Yeah, what do you think about Holiday and Kowser? Would you do that?
Yeah, I think it's like super chalky if that's your combo, but down to give it a try here.
Yeah, this team probably exists so far, but that's what the 6 rounds for.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I'm gonna probably try and go contrarian home run hunting with a one-off at the end here. Brendan Lau there for you. So you did a little Rays plus Yankees thing. Team turns out quite nicely, even though you're not pushing the buttons. See what Awin does here after Wilson Contreras goes. Goes for the Burleson pick. Let's see who you go with the SP. You go with George Costanza.
Love it.
And then an Altuve one-off. And then I could take like Westberg and like go full stacking. I could take your boy Nathaniel here. Yeah, as a one-off. But I got Heel, so I'm setting myself up for this Jesus Sanchez pick that I said I liked.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus Sanchez, fun pick. He found a really great landing spot with Houston.
Yeah, absolutely. It hasn't paid dividends yet, but like he's left-handed stick with power who's hitting in Yordan Alvarez's slot in the lineup right now. So seems good. Seems good.
Seems okay.
Seems okay. All right, Nez. Anything else to share on the slate there?
No, I don't think so. I just want to see Dylan Carlson pick him because you said his name and the wind's blowing in. So I think you might get something crazy for his home run. 4.57.
4.57. Should we just put Dylan Carlson and Jesus Sanchez together and shoot the moon?
Oh boy, yeah. I mean that might go past the moon.
Very well could. Let's see. Well, if either of them makes contact with a ball, it might go past the moon.
That's a very good point.
Dylan Carlson and they're going right beside each other. A little game stack. A little bit of lefties. Why not? Let's test it out. Let's test it out. Throw that one in the chat.
What's the worst that could happen?
Are we gonna do any picks in honor of the WNBA 50% profit boost day? Yeah, we are. I think that seems good. That seems like a good idea.
Gonna have to hit up our friends for that one.
Yeah, we'll check out the unabated stuff in a half second here. Ben, love to see it, man. Haven't seen Ben in the chat in a while. Everyone's still hanging out, dropping by. Love to see it, man. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for saying.
Glad to see you. Glad to see you come back, man. That was what a surprise.
Yeah. Eric saying we got a T. Higgins hobbled off, and then we got a T. Higgins is okay back from Jimmy. Okay.
Immediately back.
Just a classic. We're too tapped in.
Turbo slop season. Just unbelievable.
Adam, I'm back too. Don't worry, guys. Love to see it, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, let me take a look at these price tags of the Boston. I mean, we're not going to get anything good in this Yankees game. I mean, even Yoshida. Dude, Nathaniel with this 3-3-1.
Oh, sign me up.
Dude, if he gets 4 at-bats in this ball game, why not?
What are we getting for Grisham? They love disrespecting Grisham.
Nah, 213. Yeah.
All right, so we got Nathaniel Lowe.
How about the Low Lau combo? 234.
What about Cardinals?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking right now. Only if you want to play righties. All the lefties are. Ivan Herrera could hit second or third today, getting a 3.26. Got some pop.
I have a thought.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Would you ever do 1.5 hits for Ivan Herrera? Because he's just like that.
Sure. What's the number?
I don't think you'll like it. It's not a very high multiplier. It's one. It's like 1 point. It's like 1.5. But this dude averages like 375 or some shit.
He just gets base knocks. Would you rather he get 2 hits or get 2 total bases?
I think probably the total bases is the better play.
All right, let's do the total bases and just put those together. Not something we normally do there.
Yeah, this is goofy.
Yeah, there's your profit boost for WNBA. Your boy's going to have to flex the unit size a little bit up to feel something here.
Hey.
So anyway, we have to make that 150 to feel alive and drop that in the chat for everybody. Some good stuff here. Jets, GM, good luck tonight. Always tapping out after the baseball segment. Appreciate you, bro. Eggers is saying, rip a college football daily from the balls. We could do that. That seems kind of fun.
I know none of these guys.
Dude, I don't know anybody on a week 0 slate. Like, come on. I don't even know. I don't know anyone, man.
Like don't do that. That's bait. He's trying to time our lobby up so he can extract the alpha.
Oh man. Ben is funny from Ben here. He's like, MLB Daily's been doing him dirty this season with him working more and not keeping up with the news. Needed to come back to church with the Badge Bros. Love to see it. This is what I really wanted to hit on though. Brett Boy saying, so the deposit issue that people were having. So if you guys are having issues with your deposit right now, it is site-wide and they're looking for the latest update on it. Okay. So yes, just bear with them. They're on it, and the devs are working. Like monkeys on keyboards. Meme. That's how I envision.
Just pounding away,
dude. That's how I envisioned the devs at Underdog. It's just like rows and rows of like these guys pounding keys.
I think it's exactly what it is.
100%. Nez, I'm going to go over to the unabated interface here, and I'm going to tap in on what's going on with the WNBA projections here. Guys, Unabated just released their NFL product for the season, $7.99 for the entirety of the MLB, of the NFL season. Gets you access to everything, the edges, the projections, everything kind of thing. So they sent out an email about it yesterday. This isn't a unabated show, so I'll share it in greater detail in the future here for everybody. But just wanted to put that on everyone's radar. If you are interested in unabated for the season, there's an early bird deal going down right now.
Good to know. Always a big fan of their stuff. So yeah, stay on the lookout for that.
Okay, Nez, we're going to cook up in the Pick'em lobbies here. Nas, a.k.a. Nas Reed, Nas Hillman right here. A little bit of lowers popping for the people, both points and rebounds and points. Points showing the better of the two edges. Jade Melbourne got a lower there. Jackie Young with a higher rebounds and assists. I think maybe we just slap a little 3-core together. What do you think?
Yeah, that feels best. All right, I'm gonna go. I like the points for Hillman.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a multiplier.
Okay, so we got Nas Hillman. That was lower on the points.
Yep.
Okay, lower on the points. What else we got?
Oh, I
Oh, sorry. No, I got it. Melbourne lower on the points as well. Jade Melbourne lower on the points, a little bit of multiplier there. We're also going to apply that 50% boost to it there in the little Christmas box. And then Jackie Young higher on rebounds and assists. So Jackie Young, come on down. Higher on rebounds and assists of that 9.5 variety. Let me confirm the numbers, cross-reference. 9.5, projection is 10.5. Perfect. All right. We can do a max of 25 USD on this one with the 50% bonus there that we can add to it. There is your official WNBA unabated sanctioned pick 'em right there.
Love it.
Okay, cool. There we go. That concludes baseball, WNBA, all the good stuff there. I have two things lined up. I still want to have this conversation, but let's save it for another day because people want us to just rip drafts and it's more fun. But I really want to have this conversation. I've had this tab open for like 3 days here about the dinger advancement thing and if it's run bad or play bad. I really want to have that and extrapolate that conversation together. I also had this open from Hayden's research. He retweeted some of his studies that he was doing, obviously for the football stuff. And I just wanted to share that this was like the trends of ZeroRB, Hero RB, and Robust RB in BBM. And he made these nice charts and stuff. It's all available on Underdog Network there. But I just found it very surprising that I think our community and our mindset and the way we view football and best ball football is so much more advanced than what the actual field is doing. And I wanted to illustrate that by the jump in ZeroRB from 2023 to 2024. I thought the ZeroRB, slappy years were actually 2022 and 2023, but we were just in this niche bubble and ahead of the curve, whereas the macro data reflected them actually being last year.
So 2 things.
Yeah.
One, this chart specifically is a Tom Strachan. Hayden.
Oh, okay.
Hayden shared it.
Okay.
So shout out to you, Strack.
Thank you.
And the Fantasy Sanctuary. 2, your take was 22 and 23 were the slappiest ZeroRB years.
I thought so. I thought
our bubble 2024 was the jump the shark year.
Okay. So I'm misremembering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 20 this checks out to me. I mean, 24 was unlike anything that we have ever seen from a draft landscape. And the fact that the results played out so heavily against the field, like it really was absurd. Absurd. Okay. The fact that we bought in so hard and the thesis fell flat on its fucking face so fucking hard was like what culminated the fever pitch of everything. Like, to me, this checks out how I remember it.
Okay. So I'm misremembering. Yeah. Okay. That's good context. Okay, cool. And appreciate the Tom shout there. We went through the article fast, and the article's from like 2 months ago or whatever. And I'd read it previously. So I just grabbed the chart because I just wanted to. Okay. That's good. I needed that context. Thank you for that. So last year was okay. So have we swung the pendulum where like ZeroRB this year is going to be significantly better than last year, and that robust is going to like push up like this year?
I mean, yeah. I fully expect an adjustment like that. I would say we are probably, just to middle it. I think 2025 will be in between 23 and 24 in terms of usage rates of ZeroRB.
Okay.
But no RB till round 8. Now, I forget how he define ZeroRB versus no RB till round 8.
Round 6.
Round 6. I know that's like, I think it's like extreme ZeroRB, I think is like another way to say that.
Sure.
I feel like that you could see that go dip below 5% again.
Sure. Yeah. So the red bar comes down, the blue bar comes down, the greens and the yellows kind of middle back to somewhere between 2022 and 2024.
Yep. Yeah, that would be my assumption.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there. That's how I was reading it, and that's why I was kind of like, man, should we just be aping ZeroRB again this year, like, and just running it back? But yeah, I know you've been doing a little bit of that, but yeah.
The answer is definitely somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Well said. Okay, Nez, let's jump back over to the platform here. I want to get your thoughts. We're not going to rip another one of them because we did yesterday. We're going to do a pug and we're going to do the 6-person one because the 6-person ones are nice and quick here. But I did want your thoughts here on this week 1 through 4 best ball. I landed the plane without you yesterday, and it sounds like you've gone a little bit further down the rabbit hole, done a little more research, and it's leading you to Jonathan Taylor. Walk me through it.
Yeah, I mean, this to me is probably, maybe I said this yesterday, maybe I didn't. I think there is more edge to be had here based on the way that the field is playing than there was in Superflex before the field caught on to Superflex, and more than Eliminator before the field caught on to Eliminator.
Okay, cool. This is the edge hunting sweat lord contest.
Yeah, the problem is that you have like 1 week to be right, and it's 2 out of 12, and then you move on. So maybe you're right, maybe you're not. At the end of the day, man, the lack of running back premium in this contest right now is just like terrible. It's hilarious. Mm-hmm. I mean, why would you think about I can't imagine leaving this contest without having 2 running backs in the first 4 rounds. And so many people just do not put an urgency on the running back position. You should be trying to flex a running back here.
Okay.
100%. You are so much more likely in the first 4 weeks to have a startable week from a wide receiver than you are a running back that is drafted in rounds 12 plus. Not even close. Yeah. I don't know how you could debate that.
Right.
And yeah, nobody puts a premium on running backs early in this contest. Nobody.
Okay. Yeah, good shouts there, dude. I really like where you're at with that one. I guess the pushback could just be that we're a little scared of that middle tier, and maybe this is what's leading you to JT, but we're a little scared. Is HN even going to play week 1? We're a little scared that Bucky Irving has a really tough first 4-week schedule, and Tristan Wirfs is probably going to be out for all 4 of them there. So we're kind of that would be the pushback to round 2, where people are okay, I want to do it in round 3. And then you come around to round 3 and it's will Hampton even have the backfield to himself? James Cook's a half rotation guy. Is Ken Walker healthy? Hendo is a part-time player with a pass catching role. And I think that's scaring people to push them back. What say you to that?
I think some of those cases have points. Kyron Williams should be a mid-second round pick. Okay. I have Jonathan Taylor ranked 10th. Yep. Hampton scares me. I liked his talent in college. He gets the Chiefs week 1. Their offensive line is banged up. Mm-hmm. Is Najee going to be back for week 1? I think everybody thinks no. I disagree. I think there's a pretty good chance that he is back. Hendo, I think, is a bit timeshare-y, but I like James Cook a lot. Okay. I'm drafting James Cook. Bills have a really sick schedule for James Cook, really sick. Yeah, high scoring total in week 1, and then some absolute smackdown games where they can just feed James Cook after that.
Yeah, Jets, Miami, and Saints after that.
Come on. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Bills could go 4-0 and lead the world in point scoring. They've scored, 110 points through 4 games or whatever.
Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. I don't know. It's not my hottest take, but draft capital wise, it's up there. Christian McCaffrey 101 in this contest.
Wow. Henny saying the same thing in the chat there. Just given the injuries around him, given the schedule, given, just maximize when we get him kind of thing.
Exactly.
Like maximize when we know he's healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's gonna project like crazy.
Yeah. All Sunday games at Seattle, at New Orleans, Arizona, and Jags. That's fun as fuck for CMC.
Great schedule.
Yeah. That feels big time nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Anything else you've been workshopping? We had the conversation yesterday of week 1 versus week 4. Where do you reside on that pendulum? Are you more of a totality of schedule guy, or what are you thinking?
No, I'm kind of just like take the best projecting players over the course of the 4 weeks.
Okay.
So I don't like, I'm just taking guys that I think will get a lot of usage early in the season, not really focusing on their specific week 1 schedule. Late running backs that I think can do well that I am taking a lot of. Austin Eckler for sure. I have Austin Eckler like ranked 100. His ADP is like 140. And then Jerome Ford I have like directly behind Austin Eckler in my ranks.
Cool. Yeah, you think Jerome Ford potential week 1 starter there, or at least has a good enough share of the backfield to be impactful?
100%. Like I think there's zero. I'm not going to say zero. I just do not think Quinshon Judkins is on the active roster week 1. Hasn't signed yet. Facing a suspension most likely. Seems bad. So I think they're going to give the guy that's been there for a few years first crack at the backfield. So he's way too cheap for a contest that is weeks 1 through 4.
Like it. Yeah. He took a little bit of a price cut to stay. Any read on the Houston backfield? Like Mixon's obviously a faller in this contest. Like the obvious guys, we talked about them yesterday. Like Addison's a faller, Rice is a faller, Ayuk is a faller. Like Ayuk, you just don't even draft in this contest.
You need rankings, even if it's just downloading, removing those guys from your ranks and re-uploading. Like you need to remove those guys from your ranks. I've auto drafted Ayuk and Addison on 2 separate teams while I was manually drafting, which blows. Houston backfield, Chubb. I would say you can put Chubb right behind Eckler and Ford at ranks 101, 102, 103.
Got it. Do you have a read on the Miami backfield? If Achane missed week 1, would you take Ollie or would you take Jalen Wright, who got nicked up at practice again yesterday?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
There's rumors that they're in play for B-Rob. I think I would choose Ollie. I don't think Jalen Wright would get too much work. He would definitely get first crack, but I don't think it would be like enough that like Ollie Gordon can't mix in. Ultimately, I don't really want to have to draft any of them.
Okay. Chris Rodriguez or Jerry McNichols, anything like that for you?
Yeah, Rodriguez definitely is in my player pool. More like rank like 160. Generally, my running back room is set by that point, but yeah, he is absolutely draftable.
Cool. Yeah, like I'd be bypassing like the pure handcuff tiers that we like to chase in BBM for like some of these guys who have like potential roles. Like Kareem Hunt could fall into the end zone twice and like nobody would be surprised,
Exactly. Yeah. I think Kareem Hunt's sneaky, but Chiefs are interesting. They're talking about trying to get running back depth. I thought they were literally overflowing with mid running backs. So what's that about?
Yeah, the thing you do have is depth. You just don't have any fucking good ones.
Yeah, like what are you trying to accomplish here?
I like that. Yeah, some other sneaky names that I threw out yesterday were like Emmanuel Wilson having a roll out the gate, Dame Pierce having a roll. Like obviously these are hella thin. Elijah Mitchell having the pass catching role, and then Devin Singletary potentially being like a fall in the end zone guy if Scatabo is not ready to go, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. Those are all good calls.
Yeah. Last thought on the onesie positions. Are you getting crazy like other people are and playing ones at the onesies and jamming the elite ones, or have you been a little more mild-mannered and balanced after our conversations yesterday?
No. I think like I can understand why someone would want to do ones.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to give myself more shots at a spike at those positions. So for sure, 3 tight ends, because you can even flex one if you got 2 that go off. And generally 3 quarterbacks as well. Like I just don't think that all the depth at wide receiver is super necessary. But if you're weak at wide receiver, maybe it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm more so like 3-5-7 threes.
3-5-7 threes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'm like a 2 quarterback guy. Maybe a 1 quarterback guy is a little bit insane because what does that like ninth wide receiver truly do for you? So I think like, yeah, I'd probably be a 2 quarterback guy, but I really like the 3 tight end stuff. We built elite tight end yesterday. We did the first 3 rounds together and then I just kind of carried it on. And I did not like how the team turned out with the the elite Trey McBride build because a lot of the projectable kind of like floor scoring weeks at tight end position were like, or like just in general, were available at the tight end position late.
Yeah, I think that those guys are like still draftable just because like
Yeah.
I can't help it. Like I just think those guys have a chance to like flex for you. Um, yeah, I don't know. 4 weeks. I think elite tight end makes sense for this format. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
it's 1 week. You just got to have them spike once, and your chances of advancing like raise significantly if they are putting up like 20 points or 25 points.
Okay. Yeah. No, I like that a lot there. Easy. I like this point from him tuning in late here, but feels like you want a front load running back. Yeah, exactly what we talked about. And then not or need the contingent guys at all. Full like eliminator brain here, but sprinkling in elite onesies for upside. Yeah, that's kind of what
Yeah.
that's kind of where we've landed to. I think if you had like gun to my head, do you want to do elite quarterback or elite tight end first? I'd prefer to do elite quarterback first, if that's crazy to say.
I can totally understand like where the elite quarterback allure comes from. You know,
Yeah.
like you can just draft one, you can leave it. Chances are like, maybe they spike. Worst case, they don't get separated from, and then you can allocate that elsewhere and play it kind of like pretty uniquely, where you
Mhm.
could do some like funky stuff. Like maybe you are gal braining a contingent running back play, like it just opens you up for more gal brain with stuff,
Yeah.
which we like.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good point by Dusty in the chat here that single QB seems bad with advancing. If the single guy that goes off is the guy you need, then he'll be so highly owned. And then you're like completely tethered to him. I agree, man. I think you want like one contingent scroll because like what do you win with a ninth wide receiver or a 10th wide receiver? Right. I like that shout for sure because in theory, you're gonna need like perfect health for this 4 week window from everyone in your position pool or in your player pool. So like, why not just give yourself a contrarian stack out as well?
I guess. I think single QB, where single QB really becomes bad is in the finals. Like now you have to thread a needle.
Right.
But up until that point, I think single QB is like not bad at all.
Okay.
Like I said, like if you're drafting an elite quarterback, like you're just banking points and erasing separation at the position against the field while opening up your ability to try to capture more spike weeks elsewhere. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's totally fine for getting to the finals. For being in the finals, it's the stone worst.
Okay. Yeah. Good shouts. I respect it. Yeah, we did not elite quarterback yesterday, but like an upper echelon quarterback in like Kyler stacked with McBride there. And then I did skinny stack back stack Joe Flacco is how I landed the plane yesterday.
That's sick. That's
Yeah.
sick. I think, yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're going to spike, but Rattler and Flacco, really
Yeah.
fun. Just fun to take because you can here. Like you can
Right.
take him here and not anywhere else. Rattler
Yeah.
hasn't been fully announced as a starter, but like Nick Underhill and the guy that he does content with, they just that's all they're talking about is like he looks the best. If we had to guess, he's the starter. We don't know. And then they keep talking about his results in practice. Like I think it's I would put it at like 75% chance that it's Rattler. And honestly, I think it's even higher than that.
Yeah, once upon a time, QB1, people forget. Justin Jefferson feels like a target with how gutted Minnesota is to start the season. I had this same take in the Discord last night, but I was talking about it through the lens of Tampa Bay and Minnesota, and just being like, both of these look depleted right now, especially with the Addison suspension, that I liked Hawkinson and Otton as targets in this, but it also applies to, Jefferson and Buka, like that sort of stuff. Mike Evans in particular, if you believe what Mathology is telling us, that like Falcons
I
game
agree.
is going to be fun.
I agree 100% with that. And I agree with you, right? Like those Vikings pieces, JJ and Hawk, seem awesome. And I would even throw Aaron Jones in there as like a pass catching back and just have somebody that they can throw to. And probably will have to throw to a lot. And then and then you just mentioned Cade Otton. I think it's like the third show in a row now where we've talked about Cade Otton, or maybe I just have been thinking about him.
Boy.
Maybe I'm thinking about him nonstop, bro. But like in this format, I don't think you can rank Cade Otton like too high. Like 150, 140.
Okay. Yeah, first couple weeks there with presumably no Godwin. We kind of got like murky Godwin news today, but no idea. But obviously, yeah, we have no idea what the depth of that team's going to look like to start the year. We were talking about how like, where are we going to find, Ibuka usage, because McMillions has earned this role as well, and Godwin just got the contract. Like that's what we were talking about 3 months ago. Now it's like, holy shit, we're going to start playing ball in 2 weeks here, and they got 30 whatever year old Mike Evans, and maybe not even Rachaad White for week 1. Who knows? As a pass catching running back, like they're missing a tackle. Like it's way more murky now than it was.
Yeah, it's so murky, but like this Otton run out is exactly what we saw when he was performing last year. Was like,
dude,
all the fucking competition is gone.
Yeah.
So like now we have to throw to Otton, and he's like serviceable when they have to lean on him, and they have to lean on him. Lean on him, but you know what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah. Week 7 through week 9 last year, when the injuries took place and we had those probable / Q tag games with Mike Evans and stuff like this, he went for 10 target game, 10 target game, 11 target game. He went 8 for 100 and nothing. He went 9 for 81 and 2, and he went 8 for 77 and 1. And those games were Baltimore, Atlanta, and Kansas City. All of the shootout variety, all games in which they scored north of 24 real life football points.
Those are insane numbers for a tight end. Those are insane numbers.
They're fucking peak Travis Kelce numbers.
Like, I don't think it's wrong to pattern match here. And right. He's just been chilling so low for so long. Like I'm smashing Otton in my slow eliminators. I'm smashing Otton in this contest. It just feels so right.
Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. Fully agree with you there. How many players from one team is too many in this contest, Nez? I did 3 Browns yesterday. Yeah, thoughts on, is that too many? 3, 4? Like, is it too thin a needle to thread if you're overstacking these games, because it is only 2 out of 12 and you're taking away flex opportunities every stack partner you add?
Yeah, I think like if you have the quarterback included, probably 4.
Okay.
Probably 4 is like 5 is too much. 4 is like the limit. Without the quarterback, I would say like 2 pass catchers, 2 in total.
Yeah, I'd say 2 total without the quarterback. With the quarterback, I think 1 plus 3 is probably fine, and probably if you ran the S words, a little bit suboptimal, but yes, probably fine with certain offenses.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have just FYI, just to keep you up to date if you want to hop in a draft. At 250 my time, 30 minutes, I do have to dip so Bria can get ready for her next meeting. And I was telling you before the show, it's a day full of meetings for the Nez household today.
Nez, let's do the 6 then to do a quick one here. We could talk about a little bit of strategy on the fly here. We'll do one of the 6 and then we will go ahead 2 more spots in that. And then I'll do the pug if you have to sneak out there.
I want to just put it out here, John. I'm about to change gears a little bit. I respect Kay Adams and what she does. I think she's more than just a face that people think is pretty. However, why is she asking Matt LaFleur if they're going to cut Romeo Doubs?
Whoa. Asked him?
She asked him point blank. I don't know.
Why would they cut Romeo Doubs in general?
Rumors of Romeo Doubs being cut. Why are we even entertaining that? Why would you cut Romeo Doubs?
Yeah, I have no idea why you would cut Romeo Doubs. Like I don't know. Like you're gonna put Christian Watson on the pup. Golden's gonna be there. Reed might start on pup as well. You know, there was a video today of him limping into the fight that Hayden noted he's limping. There's no way you want to play Dontavian Wicks over Romeo Doubs at like a high frequency. I don't know if you could trade Doubs, maybe like Numi said with his Vikings hat on yesterday that like, oh, maybe that's a great acquisition.
Apparently she was framing it as a way to dispel the myth. So I don't have volume on this, but Underdog tweeted it. I had to check her account to see what was being said. That will not happen. Matt LaFleur shuts down any rumors of Romeo Doubs being cut. All right.
Yeah, it seems crazy. Why would, yeah. You never know because like sometimes like some of the high profile people get queued up questions, you know, like their PR team will be like, yo, can you be the person that asks this question? And then they get queued up. So it might have not even come from her, right? It was like, we need to get this narrative done with. Like, can you be the one who asks this question kind of deal?
Yeah, that's a good point. They might have teed it up.
Yeah. Wow, there was a rumor. Chad's confirming that there was that rumor out there. That's Pete's new colleague.
That's right.
All right, Nez. Pick 6 here. We did one of these on the show the other day. We are inclined to push up running back, you said. So I think Jonathan Taylor feels good here.
Yes. Yeah. I remember that we are where we are at. Yeah, JT for sure. I'm out on HN in this contest, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way too risky. Way too risky. He's a 0 and you're dead.
Oh, just because of the roster spots.
Yeah, you only have 3 bench spots.
Right. Okay. You like Puka or do you like doing elite quarterback?
No, I like Puka. I like Puka.
Okay. Yeah, I my mind's kind of like discombobulated right now because we were just talking about the other format and then we hopped in this one just because they're quicker drafts. Yeah, this is the reminder to everyone that the previous format we were discussing is not what we're drafting right now. We drafted it yesterday and we were just kind of doubling down on that. This is the pick 6 that kind of rivals the Badge Bros Brawl style 1 out of 6, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5, a 225 seat final. We talked about it with Pete on Off and On the Clock the other day because it just got dropped at that moment in time. Yeah, playing some like ones at the quarterback position makes sense here, but you can also make the same, you know, argument that, hey, if bench spots were not worth more, you know what I mean? Like the bench spots are more impactful now, so we don't want to waste it on 2 quarterbacks kind of deal.
Yeah, I as long as it depends on the draft capital. Like if like 2 of our last 4 picks are quarterbacks, I think it's fine, right? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the draft capital argument is for sure it. There go the elites or the upper echelon elites. I'm thinking of a start here. Dude, let's do AJ Brown went. I missed that. I was like, let's do Hurts plus. You want to do Burrow plus Chase? Could also do T, could do Ladd, Jacobs.
Let's get Jacobs on this team.
Okay.
It does feel weird taking Burrow over Hurts, but
there is the concern that you're pattern matching with the entirety of the field with all your Chase teams. So there's probably leverage in taking Hurts and then not stacking Chase too.
Yeah, naked Hurts, naked Chase.
Yeah,
I guess we could get Devontae Smith if we really wanted to.
Yeah, and like 220 person final, like if the Chase Burrow stack is what you need, and it's mainly the Chase portion of it is what you need. Now we have like the contrarian lever of having Hurts.
Yeah,
it's a little gal brain.
No, I don't think it's that gal brain, right? Mm-hmm. I think it's hard for us to remember like what these games look like and how these scores look like. And when a wide receiver puts up 30 points, the quarterback's not necessarily putting up 30. Quarterback could be putting up 20, you know?
Yeah, like Burrow could have, 18 to 22 points and Chase breaks the slate with 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a thing. That is a thing.
Setting up trade requests. Okay. I could see that for Dobbs. Yeah, what I was going to finish the thought on was Numi thought they would go in division trading to the Vikings here with the Vikings depleted pass catching core right now. So I don't know about that one, but he threw it out there.
I don't know. I don't know if teams still think like that or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Dolphins vibes are down so bad right now. Yeah, it just feels gross. I mean, Tyreek might be a trade candidate, man. Like that was my big gal brain one when we did the original draft show that I was like, he's getting traded on draft night. Nez, we get a couple running backs to fall back to us. I think we should just jam two of them. Who are your favorite between Cook, Hendo, Walker, and Brees?
I think Walker's fun. I've been like wishy-washy on him, but if he assumes any sort of role that he had last year, then he's a great pick.
Okay. And then would you add another running back to this team and we'll just cap it at 4 there, trying to win the flex via the running back?
I think so. I
agree. Thoughts on who?
Henderson, or we can wait for the next pick and do like JSN and do like a Seattle thing. I guess that's a lot of week 8 buys.
Yeah, let's do one of these running backs here in Cook or Hendo. Who do you prefer?
I think Henderson.
Interesting. Okay.
Just because we already have like 3 pretty solid studs here. I think you just take like this ceiling or shot with Hendo.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Emerald with an interesting take. I think Burrow being drafted in the 4/5th round in a 10-round contest with only 6 teams is absolutely terrible. That checks out. Like he goes at 70. He goes at 70 in BBM. He goes at 65 in BBM all the time. And we're just jamming him for correlation purposes in this contest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it does. That definitely feels bad on paper.
Yeah. Every team has a quarterback right now. Every team has just one quarterback right now. There goes a second to a team. Nez, we got a 1-4-2 cooking. We got 3 spots left to work with. Are they all going to be pass catchers given the Hurts decision, or do you want to do something else?
Are you going to do single QB?
I'm asking you. I think I would.
Okay. I like Worthy.
Another week 8 buy, another 10 buy. Should we take Garrett Wilson? Opens up if we want to do a Fields too.
Yeah, maybe do Garrett Wilson.
Okay. Devonta Smith for the stack or Worthy?
Yeah, I think Devonta Smith.
All right, cool. And then we're going to have the decision if we want to take Justin Fields with our last pick or if we want to add a 5th wide receiver, I think, would be the move, or pass catcher.
I could talk ourselves into a running back depending on who's there.
Okay.
If I can talk you into it too. But I think I want Fields.
Okay. I'm good either way, man.
Well,
I think
Fields has the same bye, I think. So that won't work.
Yeah, good catch.
All right, let's just eat it. Well, let's actually see.
Fields has a week 9 bye. Yep.
I wonder if everybody else, like, how many other people in this room are playing single QB? Because that would like make me want to like play ball with them.
Single, and then twos on the
so
end. So
Dab's done. He takes Bo Nix with Mahomes.
Yeah,
Cam
a lot of two.
Ward.
A lot of 2 QBers.
Yeah, but he takes Cam Ward. Dude, I would do RJ Harvey.
Okay.
RJ Harvey or JMO.
And just like shoot the moon on. I think we need wide receiver.
All right. Okay.
I think we need wide receiver. I know like Chase plus Puka is like really fun, and I know we want to jam our flex with running back, but I think I still want like a spiky wide receiver profile here, and we're just the team that eats the bye week.
Yeah, that's probably a good decision. We spent a lot of draft capital at running back. I just love like overindulging and trying to really get the spikes.
Yeah,
just because I think there's a lot of runway for Harvey to be a fucking dude this year.
Yeah. Dapk is in our draft right now, and he's saying having one of your 4 bench spots already accounted for with second QB feels bad. That's exactly how I feel. I mean, Emwald's saying like he's been doing single elite QB in this, and he's been the only one in any of his rooms doing it.
It's like totally suboptimal for advancing.
Yeah.
It's suboptimal for advancing, but once you get to the playoffs, it's probably pretty solid. Mm-hmm. I can't figure out the right way to play this contest.
Yeah, it is a bit of a mindfuck for sure. Yeah. And like when the scroll too is really tough because like you're getting Devontae Adams in the last round. You're getting JMO in the last round. Like, sure, we could scroll to, some correlated piece like this Mayfield plus Igbuka makes sense, Like scrolling to Sharps makes sense because there's contingent upside in that decision. But like,
I would jam the best plays. And the idea is that like you are giving yourself outs at like those spike weeks, those traditional fucking better at best ball spike weeks that are worth so many points, and you just accumulate them, and at a rate that you just absorb that hit of a 0 at QB, because it's not just like it's not necessarily like diminishing returns, so to speak, because they're not like giving you the same rate of return week after week. It's like you are setting yourself up for more opportunities to get mega awesome weeks that that you get the points for across the season. I don't know, I'm probably mansplaining here, but like
no, you're good.
That's how I think about it.
Brett Boy saying definitely what they were going for in this contest, this play. After experiencing this, like I'm glad they were able to iron it out and get it, because remember we had the poll. If everybody dates back to the Badge Bros Brawl, we had the poll. Do you want it to be 10 rounds or 18? And at that point in time, the tech stuff wasn't available to create it like this way. So the poll actually was rendered irrelevant, but the poll still turned out to be 18. And we ran the 18 rounds. We've talked about how if we could go back in time, we wanted to pivot the 20-second clocks to be 30-second clocks so that we're easy to multi-table. But now seeing this, Nez, would you prefer the Badge Bros Brawl be this, or would you prefer Badge Bros Brawl with 18 rounds like we have?
18 rounds.
Yeah, I feel similarly. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that we got both. I'm glad. I like both of them. But like the contest in which I slightly prefer is 18 rounds deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The bench just feels so thin.
It does, which like, feature not a bug by those guys, as they're saying. But like, no, I liked thinking about the Badge Bros Brawl given the extra bench spots like that.
Cool. I'm going to hop us in the pug here, Nez. Whenever you got a dip for your guys' meeting, by all means. 6 more spots. Perfect. So the friends and family can hop in here.
I did forget. Sorry, do your thing. And I had one more point about to go all the way back to the first quarter. One other piece of edge, as I'm 5 drafts away from maxing, so I feel more than happy to share this.
Okay, cool. Yeah, $12 price point here in the Pug 2. 3 max entries, $20K to first, 2 out of 12, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5, and a 62-seat final. I don't know, is week 15 and 16 all that matters in this contest? Is it just a thinner path to week 17 mattering? I don't know how to feel about this in general, but a more traditional style contest here. Yes, Nez, finish your thought on the first quarter.
Yeah, I'm struggling to find the quote, but I'm struggling to find the quote. So it does kind of stink that Travis Hunter's banged up right now, but I think that's to our gain because he'll probably be fine by week 1. It's an upper body injury, which is like generally good compared to like a sprain or something along those lines. The quote that I was looking for said that he, as in Travis Hunter, would be full-time offense and then slowly work into defense.
Ooh.
How is he not like a top 20 pick in the first quarter given this information? I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big nugget. Let's hold that thought for 1 second here. Nez, we roll this 102. This is a more traditional style contest. I imagine the Sidekick's going to tell us to take one of the running backs here. I like CeeDee Lamb. Who do you like? 3, 2.
Bijan. Oh, you go Lamb. We've been doing Lamb. Oh, whoa. Look at that. Oh, I thought you got it in.
I didn't get it in.
No, we do Lamb. That's what we do.
It's what we do.
I just feel like a fraud after last year not having as much Bijan as I would like, but
you're an OG Bijan guy. Okay, yes, let's tie a bow on first quarter there with your nugget and stuff.
Yeah, I just think Travis Hunter is a great pick given.
Okay.
All right. So here it is. Travis. So this is from. Let me just send the fucking tweet over to you, bro, and then post it in the chat.
Okay.
I think it's a report from Cameron Wolf.
Never fucking heard of him.
Really?
Dude, I don't know how that doesn't surprise you.
Very, very prominent reporter for the NFL. Okay, here's the tweet. And it's a video, and the quote that everybody is taking from it is full-time on offense, ease in on defense.
Oh, here we go. So it was on NFL Network. Ken Wolf's obviously like the insider reporter for them, for the Jags.
Just for the NFL in general, he was around Miami for a while, so he has ties to Florida, I believe.
Okay. Cool. Hunter got his feet wet playing both offense and defense in the preseason. Now he's set for regular season mode. All right. Missed a week due to a minor injury, but hope he is nearing full return in Thursday's joint practice versus the Dolphins. And then the quote is within this video.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Okay. Interesting. All right. You guys watch it while I can't watch it right now. And we'll put that in the chat for everybody.
Yeah, Norris quoted it too. He said, and yes, Travis Hunter will be the two-way start. They tend to be full-time on offense, season on defense, earn more reps as the season goes on. That's
bullish.
The quote. Dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. V bullish. HN continues to fall in rooms. He ends up going there to this Connor. Nez, we're up. Bucky Irving is now gone.
Dude, these running backs are not there anymore.
No, man. It's making it way worse. Lad?
Yeah. Lad or Trey.
I got a plan.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a plan here. We'll see what Dog 7 7-12 does on the end here, but got a plan. Takes Higgins. Fucking A. He takes Kyron. There goes the plan, Nez. Should we just go some ZeroRB stuff and take Trey McBride here?
Yeah. Trey McBride's awesome.
Trey McBride does feel like the end of a tier to me. Like Trey McBride, Kyron, the two elite quarterbacks, and then we can have the conversation about Tyreek Hill and Amari Hampton. That's where I'm at right now. Do you agree with that take?
Yeah. And also just like from a Trey McBride standpoint, I'm really starting to see the light on him being a great pick. Like an actually like great pick. And at first I didn't think that it was a coin flip between him and Bowers. I thought Bowers had the edge there, but like the more I kind of like thought about it, like literally like nothing changed offensively for the Cardinals. Like,
okay. Yeah.
Nothing changed. Like Michael Wilson breakout potentially, Marvin Harrison breakout potentially. Yeah, that could maybe hurt him. But like, what about Trey McBride also taking a step forward himself? Like, why? Like, you can't like not kind of count that into touchdown regression, like in the positive favor for Trey McBride too. And then Brock Bowers, yeah, he gets a quarterback upgrade, but he also gets Ashton Genty. Like,
right. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about it early this offseason, how the gap between the two should be closer in general. And then it happened, but it happened by way of Bowers sliding a little bit. And now Trey McBride slid a little bit too. Like if you swing the pendulum of touchdown variance, like we chased those Trey McBride touchdowns at the Pick'em lobby all fucking year last year. It was heartbreaking given, how much effort and how much just like how many snaps coupled with opportunities he was getting that he wasn't falling into the end zone, especially in those weeks where Connor missed. But yeah, man, that if that happens this year and he goes from like what did he end up with, like 3 or 4 touchdowns last year, and one of them was a fumble recovery in the end zone. If he goes to like 8 to 10 touchdowns, like his volume suggested he could or should, methinks he's a smash.
Yeah.
Steve was just saying, there you go. One of these years, he'll just get a lot of touchdowns and he'll be really good, right? Yeah.
Simply put.
Yeah. Should bet on Andrews and Mike Evans touchdowns instead. Oh, we bet the shit out of those Mike Evans touchdowns.
Do it again.
Everybody's talking about Michael Mayer too. I saw Pat Thorman take Michael Mayer in the 20th round of a redacted draft yesterday. So people are talking about that too.
Dude, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just like, I know it really, like the fact that preseason was the catalyst is why I'm like worried about overreacting too hard. But like the cases are really not that thin to make against.
Ned, sorry to cut you off. We are back up on the clock here. Brees at the top here. Walker at the top. Hendo, who do you like?
Brees probably is a good pick here.
Okay, fine.
You don't have to. What do you like? You fist pump. Take Ken Walker, bro, or whatever you want to do.
I fist pump. No. We're drafting the team together. I fist pumped because the running backs came back to us,
and we could lose both of these guys here. Okay, we did.
There we go. Who do you want? Hendo or Walker?
No, who do you want? You fucking fist pumped at this pick. I want you to make the pick that you fist pumped for.
Let's take Hendo.
Okay.
I fist pumped because that pocket of 3 running backs came back to us. That was a really nice way to salvage missing on the whole pocket that we set up with the CD Lamb to start.
Yeah, I just can't believe the way that the running backs dried up there now. That makes me want to go back. I want to flip-flop back to Bijan and Saquon now.
Right. Yeah, the way that rooms are running now. I don't know, because it is, if you get Bucky or you get HN to come back or Jacobs to come back, it always feels nicer this way. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just like,
my boy fist pump for nothing.
like, just, yeah.
Yeah.
Just because are we just pumped because it's our pick again? Like, I love drafting.
We're fucking on the clock, bro. We're on the clock.
That's how it used to feel. Remember whenever drafts like used to be
yeah.
novel, and you were like, "Oh my god, dude!" I would feel like I'd, what's the? Do you remember the playoff hockey tweet? I don't. You probably. I don't know why I'm asking. You probably never seen this tweet.
Yeah, maybe not.
It's a John Boy's tweet where like why I watch overtime playoff hockey when you can simply snort cocaine riding a motorcycle out of a helicopter instead.
Nice.
That's how drafting used to feel. I mean, it still feels great. Don't get me wrong, but like, I do thousands of these now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Back in the day, there was some novelty aspect to like the first time Underdog came out when it was like, you're doing a baseball draft and it's like, you can only max 10 today. Like, every draft matters. Like you're like, all right, now we're inundated with like 150 and, I'll just queue up this stack and push the plane. And like, it's like, so it is a little different feeling. You're right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I used to grind, and I mean grind Yahoo mock drafts with people. Like I would be finding like the 12-person lobbies and just like tilting my fucking dick off at guys taking kickers in round one. I'm like, you fucking asshole. Like I was waiting for like 3 minutes.
The mock, man. You're ruining the mock. I can't get this combo. I know I can't get this combo.
Like, cool. Like I'll definitely be able to get Carlos Hyde with Antonio Brown here, bro. I bet. Like
yeah. This isn't representative of my home league at all. But I'm not gonna push the plane and ruin everybody else's draft. I'm gonna stay in the lobby. Like
Oh, dude, everybody would light that guy up.
I
think that was the summer I was surprising nobody, like unemployed for a few months.
There's some interesting picks here. The running backs run off before they go back to the other side of the board. So Pacheco gets pulled up a little bit. Golden, Igbuka, Pearsall falling a little bit in this room. That's a nice price tag for Pearsall. We're used to seeing him over there. Just, Hunter at 57 feels really good with that newfound news. Yeah,
this is my last 2 picks here.
I'm fist pumping because I'm making this pick. Okay.
Go ahead.
Tony Redacted, baby. Tony Redacted has been getting slammed up to the other side of the ball or other side of the board with the current landscape of running backs and also with the Spears news there. And then I will not even question 1 single ounce of anything. You can pick whoever you want now.
All right. What's the format here for Pug as far as getting out of round 1?
212.
John, land this plane after taking Jordan Addison.
Wow. Okay. Jordan Addison, the guy you need in weeks 4 through whatever.
Yes, you can do this.
All right.
I'm sure you will let everybody know about tomorrow, but yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Best of luck.
It's already up for you and whatever. So yeah, cover boys were not Nez's choosing, and I just kind of bro scienced them. So you're gonna have to tap in tomorrow and see what's up. Blake Snell getting a start against his former ball club. We're having a reset of the matchup of Dodgers and Padres this weekend, but this time in the Padres home park. So massive series there after flubbing some of these games to the Rockies.
It'll be a fun one. It'll be fun.
Absolutely.
All right. Peace out,
All right,
guys.
we'll see you, buddy. All right. Let's see if we can land this plane, guys. Let's see what we're doing here. Interesting question in the chat here. Is UD reverting to the original URL or staying with the new one? I do not know. I didn't even know the URL change was coming. So that was a little bit of a shock to the system for everybody. So Brett, Numi, Hope, if anyone's in the chat and has some information and wants to share, I think that's an interesting question. So some other stuff here. Nez multi-tabling the first quarter drafts. Yes, he is. He's always multi-tabling in there. I think he's pushed the plane on a couple of them. Respooked, a.k.a. Riley Taylor, hanging out in the draft with us. Going to the weekend concert in Atlanta. Love it, dude. Fuck yeah. That'll be tight. I've seen The Weeknd once before. Good show. Good show. Absolutely. Not like Weeknd's not like my favorite, but yeah. Miles, I have to leave as Nez is in my first quarter draft right now. Dude, he told me he had meetings this morning and like we were going to record something else for the side project this morning. And now it's getting pushed till tomorrow morning. And he was like, yeah, I got meetings this morning. And then I wake up and he's like in the Discord. He's on Twitter. He's got like all this stuff. I'm like, this guy is always everywhere. He is like constantly drafting. He's constantly chatting. He's constantly sharing takes. It's crazy, man. Emerald, this team's fucking cooking. Travion and Brees at the 4-5 turn. Yeah, that's a thing of the past now. Brees has been falling. Brees has been falling in rooms for sure to the left side of the board in the 4th. As everything else has steamed with the running backs, Brees has been the faller. So I'm definitely scooping a little bit of Brees. I don't know, man. It's a talent-based play, right? Like we just think Brees is good. It's weird that they haven't paid him. It's weird that they don't want to pay him. It's weird that he's kind of outperformed guys in his own draft class in worse situations and still hasn't got paid. I don't know. Braylon Allen's still really young. He's a fun click, and he's a good, like, especially if he's going to mix in a decent amount. But yeah. Wow, this Tyler Warren ADP. We just got an ADP update by the sounds of it, by the looks of it. Because he was tight end 9. Now all of a sudden he's tight end 7. Wow. We've already filled our tight end slot with Trey McBride, so we weren't going to take him there. Kyler goes right in front of us. I guess it was the Marv team. I think I am going to stack Dak with one of these picks. I think we should probably just take Cooper Kupp because it's like the end. I've talked about this a couple times. We didn't do the Ken Walker pick. I'd probably like it a little bit more with some team level correlation there. But yeah, I've kind of talked about how there's like this like weird ass tier where like all the wide receivers are just like gone now. Like nobody wants to click Godwin today. The information was so murky. Kelsey unstacked with this capital when we've already taken McBride feels bad. Nobody wants to click Mixon. Nobody wants to click Robinson right now. Sharps is a fun pick right here, but I think I'd rather have Dak because if we don't take Dak here, I mean, we're really going to be scraping bottom of the barrel for quarterback after what's about to happen. This classic like round 9 through round 10 run of all the quarterbacks. So let's just stack up Dak there with CeeDee Lamb. There's backstack opportunities with him too if we want to add, Ferg or Blue or whatever. It just, when you make the bet on CD to be the second overall player, why not just add on Dak to that? Yeah, but this is really like Loveland and Warren used to be like beside each other, and now those have kind of flipped, and Warren's really screaming up. I guess Daniel Jones is probably good for Warren, and all the usage in the preseason was crazy encouraging, but Josh Downs also wasn't on the field, so there's that. Our guy Len Keith falls on the sword that everybody's been talking about all week here with Big Bill. Bill goes at 105. That's a more respectable price tag than we've seen in other drafts. I still think it's a little high for me, but who knows, man? He could just be super fucking good. He could be just super fucking good. What's that? Christian's got a Brees note for us. I think the new staff wants a year with Brees before they think about paying him. Nice. Yeah. That's a good point. They want to see what they want to see it with their own eyes and work out whether it's for real or not, work out what they want on the team. Yeah. Is the side project a BR where you can't take any of the top 20 players? Sounds like my fucking dream, dude. It is something I've flirted out there before, is like a low ball style contest where like you try and like score as close to like 10 or score as close to like zeros can't be zeros. Like they have to play reps and like get Yeah, I don't know. We've talked about like Raz. If you guys are familiar with like poker, like Raz, playing Raz for best ball. We've talked a little bit about that. Trivion literally going 2 rounds ahead of where you got him. Yes, this is true. That was quite the slide in this room. Henny pointing out the fact that it is a pug, so it's a time box pick. So the JCM, aka Bill pick, is better in this format. That's a really good point. Really good point. Easy take Skymore and Kyle Pitts. Yeah, that's how you win the low ball for sure. About to be up here again. Brian Robinson comes all the way back. Luther Burden, that's kind of like a fun upside swing here. Let's do it. Let's do it. I definitely want Justin Herbert on this team, but Dog has no reason to take Justin Herbert and has no stacking partners unless he goes like Herbert plus Allen on the corner. So maybe I should have taken him first. But yeah, I kind of thought he would go that direction. Mims getting some love after the Vele trade yesterday. Man, the Vele trade was weird. That was a lot for a dude who was like, I believe on Twitter, I misspoke. I thought he was an undrafted free agent. He was a 7th round pick. And for a 7th round pick to garner a 4th round pick and a 7th round pick back from a team that we don't expect to be contending, that also has a good amount of their quote unquote depth at the wide receiver position. Like, he's 27 years old. Like, I don't know what we're doing here if you're the Saints, but yeah. Love some Burden. Yeah, I'm slowly working him in here, Jimmy. Karane's been really big on him. I like the price tag for him right now, for sure. Take 5 zeros and Chris Olave. That's good. Lowest score wins, but a 0 equals 100 points. That's fun. That's a really good idea. That'd be a really good way to do it. That's good. Loving the first quarter contest, Miles is saying. Yeah, man. Definitely thought those were going to be a hit 5 years ago when the OG idea was out there. You guys can go find it on Ship Chasing. You can go find it on Pete's channel. It's actually the first time I was ever on camera, and it's me and Herzig, and then Ship Chasing with everybody who's in the draft. I think Davis was in the draft. Denny Carter was in the draft. Pete was the first time I ever made my on camera we're going to start streaming best ball stuff appearance. And they were nice enough to include me. Oh. Yeah, Loomis Masterclass. They'll never admit that they're not contending. That's so true. That's so true, man. Those are really good points, man. Worst front office in the league, not close. Who else has got bad? I don't know. Colts were bad for a while, man. I know Irsay's gone now, but yeah, Jets have been bad for a while. Atlanta had been bad for a long time too. People used to always dunk on Banks. Who else are we dealing with? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, those are some good ones though. Hollywood Brown returned to practice, so he's in there. Not bad. I'm thinking of a player. I hope the sidekick agrees with me. I like Blue here. Oh, they like Eckler. That's a good shout. How far down's Eckler? Can we push Eckler around the corner and take Blue first from our opponent? Let's try it. Sidekick likes Eckler over Blue. Also has a little bit of week 17 correlation here. Nice. There we go. That right there, guys, is the masterclass in how you use the tools, but you also use your brain, because we were really comfortable taking both running backs there. They wanted Eckler. It's also a bring back. It's also underpriced right now relative to the newfound information. We wanted Blue for the stack, but if we left Blue there, you know, Dog probably clicks Blue instead of Algier, right? Nice. Man, this team, I don't want to say anything, guys. This team's kind of nice with it. Yeah, Browns can't stay out of their own way. That's so true, Steve. Good shout there. Giants, line of scrimmage, Giants. Yeah, they've got dunked on for years. And then they got dunked on extra hard by showing it all on Hard Knocks, letting Saquon go, and then Saquon having the greatest season for a running back, not ever, but like having a really good one. But yeah, that's crazy. Henny saying it's wild that 4 Washington running backs are draftable. It's a great point. I mean, yeah, I definitely, 3 years ago, could you imagine drafting like 4 Commanders running backs in a BBM style contest? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But crazy to just see how the landscape shifts so fast here. I think cost adjusted, Eckler's my favorite. And then probably last round, Chris Rodriguez. But I don't really have a take, man. I'm not smart enough to know, people keep talking. The ETR guys keep talking about, JCM being like a good prospect in the class and was getting some love from, I think it's Renner. They keep they keep talking about, who gave him some love pre-draft. So yeah, I don't know. I'm fine chasing him up boards to a certain point. I think the point made in the chat by Henny earlier that it's a time box contest makes it a way better pick than in like BBM, right? Adam, imagine being the Browns, taking an RB at 36 and then another in round 4. And then in August, you need an RB. Like think about this. They sign Flacco, they sign Pickett, they draft Sanders, and they draft Gabriel, and they still have to sign Tyler Huntley as well, right? Like, and they're paying Deshaun Watson all this fucking money in the world to rehab right now. Crazy stuff. Okay, we got a Brett Boy update. I'm gonna save it for after these 2 picks here. Najee Harris like kind of stacks and goes with this team, but I don't think we need a 6th running back. QJ, dude, I'm gonna take Chig. I think we can be done at 2 tight ends if we take Chig. Guy on the end hasn't taken another tight end yet. I think Chig belongs here. Maybe we can tack on like a 3rd in the very last round when we have a little bit of a luxury pick. I like Chig. Kate Otten's a nice pick there. Okay, Najee or QJ for the stack feels good. Do we need a 6th running back? What would Nez do? Nez would take fucking Najee. Fuck. All right, Nez. Fine. We're taking Najee. What if Najee's just the lead back and we get this Herbert, Najee, Ladd stack, and then we got this Dak, Blue, CeeDee Lamb stack? The fact that we just took a 6th running back, though, I think that really fortifies our stance on not taking a 3rd quarterback or tight end, because I think we need 3 moonshot wide receivers here. I think we got like a real solid, like these are our elite floor with like CeeDee Lamb and Ladd. Then we got Addison, who we got to cover 3 weeks for. Then we got a late breakout in Burden. We got Cooper Kupp holding it down early in the season for us. I think we probably need at least two wide receivers. One maybe of the chaperone variety and one as a ceiling shot. Then maybe there's a luxury pick with the last one. But I do think it's probably 3 wide receiver on this one. John, I normally don't agree when you say you drafted the shipper, but you may have a case here. Wow. Unbelievable stuff. Who knows, man? We might have it here. Yeah, Debo, 100 million touches till he dies. Yeah, why not? If you're Washington, why not, man? We've talked about this before, but I think everybody's kind of forgotten about it now that we're all talking about the running backs and stuff like that. Like Debo might just get like 6 to 8 carries a week, or like get like, 4 to 6 carries a week to go alongside 5 to 8 targets kind of thing. But the point that nobody's really talking about anymore because we're so hyper focused on the player takes is Cliff Kingsbury fucking loves Debo. He loved seeing exactly what Debo was doing for that offense when they played them in the same division back in the day. He wanted Debo on his team. He tried to recreate Debo like 5 different times with like Rondell Moore and the other fucking small guys. I don't know, like Andy Isbell and like stuff like this, right? So like he tried to recreate him in the aggregate, Moneyball style, and it didn't work. And now he's got Debo. Now he's ready to scheme up Debo some touches. Like he's been waiting for nothing more would please Cliff Kingsbury and the horizontal raid more than just jet sweeps over and over and over again to Debo Samuel. Like that's what Cliff Kingsbury was put on this earth to do, was to horizontal raid the fuck out of Debo Samuel. Man, love it, let it go. If we get QJ back here, it might be Jover for the field. If we get QJ back here, don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. If we get QJ, it's Jover, man. It's curtains. Good night, Jim Kite. It's over. We're stacking the hell out of this Chargers team. QJ comes all the way back. Sidekick wanted us to take it last time. Oh, what a day. What a day. They're throwing out some quarterback suggestions. I'm going to not wave that and stick with the wide receiver button here. I think De'Ami Brown feels good. I think A.D. Mitchell's a bit of a ceiling shot. Let's take De'Ami, and then we're going to reserve the right to decide what we want to do with the last pick. Nobody has ever been excited to get QJ on a team before, but that felt good. That felt like a good stacking partner. That felt good. I'm about it. Yeah. I know, Miles. Sing your guys' shit here. Sing your guys' shit. That, yeah, he's getting dusted by KLS. Sure. Whatever. Yeah. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Once upon a time, he had draft capital. Coker for when his role gets more clear when Adam Thielen gets traded to the Vikes. I've heard a little combination of this take before. I've heard a little variety of this take before. I respect it. I don't know. There was a good take in the Discord the other day. I can't remember who said it. It was probably Easy or Crutches or one of the guys that's always talking. But it was why would I take Coker right now, who might be like the 4th or 5th wide receiver on his own team, when I can take A.O. Manor in the last round, who might just be like wide receiver 2 right out the gate. I don't know. Similar bets. Kind of like it. Yeah, Cards doubling down. Cliff wanted Ertz. That was his guy, and it went well last year, right? Absolutely. Chili loves Debo. Yeah, here we go. We should recreate Debo in the aggregate. There you go. Good medicine hat boy, baby. Go Tigers. Medicine hat Tigers. Because Bryce Young is just so good. Are we sure about that? He was good to end last year. I won't dunk on Bryce Young. He was good to end last year. He was really good. Cam Ward's a bit of a mystery box here. I think you were being facetious, Adam. I think you were. I'm sensing a little bit of sarcasm in there. So I agree with you. Okay. Been drafting a lot of Debo in Q1. Okay. The first quarter contest, because I feel like he's going to be one of the biggest beneficiaries of this Debo or of this B-Rob stuff. I butchered that sentence, but yeah, no, that feels good, man. I like that. I don't know. What do you guys think about McMillions in the last round? Is it worth it? Ooh, a Flacco share. Love to see it. I like it in the first quarter contest a little bit more. A John Mechie share. Holy smokes. The newest Philadelphia Eagle. Okay, guys, we got a luxury pick here. Man, we can have Matthew Stafford in the last fucking round unstacked for free. Oh my God. Who gives you more usable weeks? Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, or AD Mitchell? Oh, this is a tough decision. I'm taking the ceiling shot on AD Mitchell, I think. Man, Matthew Stafford going to go undrafted in the pug. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Stafford has the cup correlation. Nice. Nice. Terry Holden, Debo benefits as well. Yeah, it's true, man. There's a lot of nice paths for Debo Samuel right now. Wild draft, man. Never in my life did I think at the start of this year we would have a draft where Matthew Stafford, Anthony Richardson, and Sam Darnold all go undrafted. Maybe like one out of the three, most likely Sam Darnold to go undrafted. But like, come on. That's wild, man. I know it's a time box contest. I know. Yeah, man. That's wild. Holy smokes. Yeah. And Bill goes in the top 100. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Darnold had the cup correlation for sure. Could have been a fine pick there. Sidekick liked it. Folks going back to 2 quarterback builds sometimes. I've been building some 2 quarterback teams out here. I'm fine with it, man. The old 2682, not dead yet. Not dead yet. I have said multiple times, though, that my favorite builds are 5 draft spots allotted to the onesies. How you break that down between tight end and quarterback, it's relative to how you spend it in the draft. My favorite is 5, but this was a fun fucking team. This is a fun team. Nez is going to be so effing proud. He's going to be proud, man. All right. You guys got to tell me in the chat, does it suck? Does it fuck? Here we go. 2682. Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert. Both of them 3 years ago were going, in the top 5 rounds. They were going up where like Baker and they were going up where like Baker and Mahomes are going. These are professional ass, good real life quarterbacks that could both be forced to pass a hell of a lot more this season. Love it. Breece Hall, Travion Henderson, Tony Redacted, Jaden Blue, Austin Eckler, Najee Harris. We get a 3rd round steam job Hendo pick at 50. We get former 1st round pick last year, Breece Hall, at 47 to go alongside CeeDee Lamb, Ladd McConkey, Jordan Addison, Cooper Kupp, former 101 contender Cooper Kupp at 95, Luther Burden for a ceiling shot, Love It, Let It Go, QJ holds on to his job, KLS, KYS, if you ask me, and De'Ami Brown, AD Mitchell, and we still somehow get an elite tight end with Trey McBride, and we get Chigakonkwo, who's getting some steam right now. Absolutely fucks. Absolutely fucks. Greg saying he's taking Stafford as his QB3 with the last pick twice now. So good, man. Feels so good. Does not suck. Looks good to me. Bucks. 2nd place, sadly. Only if blue to the moon. All right. I respect it. I think this team fucks. I think this team's sweet. Who asked nicely in the chat? Evan said Sauce's team. All right. Evan, we're going to take a look at your team. I did see someone, can you draft a 1st quarter? We're going to save that for later. I got some stuff that I got to record, and I got to do some real life stuff here. He ends up spending 5 at the onesies as we like. The 2-5-8-3 build. Lamar Jackson, CJ Stroud, nice. I mean, I can't dunk all over it just yet. Derrick Henry, don't you know he doesn't catch passes, bro? And that's negatively correlated with Lamar. RG Harvey wouldn't even be playing football if the other guy could find his helmet. Aaron Jones gonna get absolutely dusted by Demont Roll version of Jordan Mason. Travis Etienne, they were just showcasing him for a trade. He's number 4 on the depth chart on his own team. Rosho Johnson's hurt, buddy. Pay attention to the news. Nico Collins, I can't say anything bad about Nico Collins. Damn it, Xavier Worthy, I like it as well. Rome is going to get usurped by Luther Burden. Rashid Shaheed has to deal with Devon Vele now. Are you kidding me? The overlap in the roles, you can't draft him at his ADP right now. Darnell Mooney is hurt. Romeo Dobbs, didn't you pay attention to the Kay Adams report? He is on the cutting block, the chopping block. Jalen Noel, Troy Franklin, good luck with those zeros at the bottom of your order there. And then Mark Andrews, huge touchdown regression candidate. Hunter Henry, unstacked. Enjoy the 4 points a week. Mason Taylor, groin injury, never developed chemistry in camp with Justin Fields. Evan, my guy, this team definitively sucks. Oh, man. All right. When pennant? Matt's asking when the pennant. I don't know. Don't have any inside information. My guess would be last week of Dinger playoffs, I think. Start of September, end of best ball, end of like there. I would say like first week of September would be my guess. Give you kind of like 3 weeks to draft. Maybe give you like almost a month to draft up until the postseason starting. There you go, buddy. Yeah, plane had a little bit of turbulence, but we landed it. All right, guys. Mad respect to the community. Thank you guys so much for showing out today. Will Rush dropping off $20. Our guy, the Cheese Ball, aka Corey, dropping off $20. Both of them with top 20 finishes last night in the MLB streets. Best of luck. 3-game MLB this evening. Gonna be a fun slate there. Tough little slate. Not gonna lie. Go roll the tape back for some first quarter takes from Nez there. I thought that was a really good segment from a guy who has almost maxed a brand new contest there. We mixed in the pick six, and then this was the $12 pug time box contest. There's also a $1,000 Mastiff available on the site. And the one thing I was going to hit on that I totally forgot after that pick was from my guy, Brett. Just an overarching announcement here. Update. The payment processing company that we use is having some intermittent outages. Okay. Yeah. They're investigating the problem, but hopefully it'll be all fully functioning again soon. Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you, Brett Boy, for shedding light on anybody having any deposit issues to start today. All right, guys. Everybody's favorite time of the show. The end. Hit the like, subscribe, notification. Please and thank you. Peace.